The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Tsuburaya Productions.
Hey everybody, welcome to another half episode.
Not completely wrong. Yeah.
Nope. He's going to label it 78.5, and you know it.
Yes, because as we said before, there is no in comparison this week, so this is taking place at the second episode. Yeah, it's been so long since we haven't had it in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It has. It's been about 20 episodes or so.
Well, that's what happens when Nickelodeon keeps putting shows on hiatus.
and or skipping around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah,
But we'll have one for next time.
Yeah.
today we will be talking about Protect the Tokyo Inner Tower versus Gokaiger and versus Dobutsu Sentai Go Busters. Let's talk about the Inner Tower one first because it's very, very short. The only thing that is really of note comes out of this one, they rarely ever go to Tokyo anymore. Like Tokyo proper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's good to see them actually go there. This is also when we get Inaton and FS00 or 00 or something, which is apparently a prototype one mech that they created before. Whoever. And
Whatever. Who cares?
And we talked about this in the actual show review that we just did. Please go watch that. And it's really all that ends up coming out of this. Although there is one funny scene where Enter is like swearing revenge upon the Go Busters or something, and then he falls into a bush. Because he was standing on a hill, and he's like, oh, no. And he's like, oh. And he just falls into a bush. It was like, that's the greatest ending come from this movie. Because a lot of, as I said before, a lot of
Actual
these,
scene or happy accident? You be the judge.
a lot of these like mini or like the summer movies.
The summer movies.
A lot of them aren't good.
No, none of them are good.
I think
They're all terrible.
the on film one from Lubat is actually probably one of the best ones because it leads directly into some things in the show. I think that's the best one. This is not that. This is the opposite of that, actually.
No, this is what all Toku movies are for the most part, which is bad and forgettable.
Yep.
I mean, there are some really good ones out there, as we have said
know
multiple times before.
Yes.
Fucking Zero first movie. But yeah, this is not one of those.
Those are the exceptions that prove the rule.
Yeah, this is not one of those. I really hate a lot of the summer Sentai movies. I mean, of course, there are some that are going to be better than others on film. The Opera Ranger one wasn't bad, but this is just bland and boring. And yeah. However, let's talk about Tokime Sentai Go Busters versus Kaizoku Sentai Go Kaiser, the movie. And this is where it really starts because they do it again the next year. I am so incredibly fucking tired of the evil Sentai trope. In this case, I mean the previous Sentai comes back, but they're dark.
But,
okay.
now they're jerks for some reason.
Okay.
For some
sorry.
horribly contrived reason.
And we're going to get the same shit next year.
Yeah, we are.
No, because the next one that we get is coming out in August. That's the
No, I meant the next, like,
He means the next Versus movie.
the Kyoryuger versus Go
Go
Busters.
Busters movie, where the Kyoryugers become jerks.
We are dinosaur
I know.
exterminators.
This is where it really
And they're all
starts.
wearing
Yeah.
black, so you could tell they mean business.
This is where it really starts that trend of I'm so incredibly tired of seeing this.
Mhm.
I mean, we sort of got this in the Shinkenger versus Ghost Ager one, but it was just Takaru. And this one, it's
You know
everyone except
what we didn't get that in 199.
Remember how that movie was good?
Remember how that movie was good?
Remember how that movie really kind of wasn't a versus movie, though?
It started off as a Versus movie, but the Versus actually came from the teams having two conflicting ideologies. It wasn't we are now evil for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
The Ghost Sagers had a reason for wanting their powers back.
Heresy.
This one involves time
What?
travel.
You're actually good? This is heresy.
This one involves time travel for some reason.
Yay!
And it doesn't, because it focuses on these clear
Probably
keys.
does it better than Endgame.
These clear keys.
You shut your whore mouth. Endgames was amazing.
Their time we will discuss this off camera, but their time travel has so many paradoxes in it.
You could say that about any movie with time travel.
And I will also refute that as well. Yeah, this one.
Still love that movie though.
This one is time travel, but it's done stupidly. Like Yoko and Guy even going back to like the Meiji era or something, or the Edo era, however you end up calling it. And Jello Shuto is there,
Yay.
as he would be, because
Yay.
these are just Jello Shuto things. We don't know why he's there. We don't even know how the hell he got there. He starts to tell the story. They interrupt him.
It's a trend with him.
It is.
But we wouldn't have it any other way.
And they end up having these clear keys, which like apparently a remnant of the empire from Gokaiger, like a brother or something that was never mentioned before, finds these. He makes the Gokaigers evil. They end up trying to use these keys. They can't use these keys. These keys are stupid. I don't understand their point.
Keys.
It's just it's basically just another thing to get more keys for the Gokaigers.
Yay!
Which I mean they constantly do, but I'm just
Toys!
like, as long as you don't focus the whole thing around it and they're just extra, that's fine. However, you do something like this and you're just like, wow, why?
Why not?
Because they're evil, and then they stop being evil, and you're just
For some reason.
Although I do like the black outfits, still stupid.
Yeah.
That's how we know that they're evil.
And then they the keys end up turning into the Buddy Roy keys, but the Buddy Roy keys aren't really a thing. They end up turning into Megazord keys.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the fact that Go Buster Ace turns into quite a few different mechs. I think that's cool.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
It happens.
Beat Buster, of course, turns into Magic King, and then he does.
This feels oddly familiar.
Yeah, Magic Yellow's pose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, oh, that's cute. That's the best part of this.
Yeah.
This
The only good part of this.
movie is boring.
It's yet another throwaway Toku movie.
Especially, as we said once before, there's really no way that Go Buster is going to end up matching up to the hype of Gokaiger. But the fact is, Gokaiger also had a great versus movie.
It had a great versus movie. It had a good cast. It had characters that I cared about, which I can't say the same for Go Busters. At least for me. This movie exists.
It supremely exists. And the worst part is, this is really the only... You'll be happy because this is really the last time that we end up getting to see the Go Busters proper, because in the next team-up movie, they don't fucking matter.
Not even a little bit.
So, yeah. This movie's not great. Skip it. Skip it hard. Go watch 199 again. I don't care.
I would heartily recommend 199.
I don't care if he had
That's a great movie.
I don't care if he had 204 by this point. Go watch that movie again.
Next.
The last one, though. This is probably my favorite of all of Go Busters media.
Wow.
The Dobutsu Sentai one is honestly hilarious. It's a whole another alternate universe where like the original Go Busters are killed by some thing from the sky, and Nick ends up getting transported to God. God's Enter, by the way.
because of course he is.
So I'm just like, I love it because he's like the 10 billionth or something person to die. He gets a special wish, and Jay's in the background being the one right before him, so he gets very little fanfare. I love Jay though because Jay's just standing behind a line. I didn't quite make it, but I'm still Jay, so I'm still the greatest character here. And then the whole Dobutsu Sentai thing starts. I love this team, and I wish we would have gotten this show.
This was the actual team. It would have been better.
This team is just like every trope you could think of happens. But it focuses much more less on the spy aspect and much more on the animal aspect.
Yeah.
Which is basically what they did in Beast Morphers.
Yep.
But I love how they're just so over the top and bad, but great. And I feel like if we got this show,
This Sentai would have been like a Car Ranger if they had done this. It would have gone into the realm of parody.
Yeah, it would have.
What they would have done if Dobutsu was the one they actually went with.
I would have loved it. I would have loved it so much. I think it would have been honestly amazing if we got this show. Yeah. I love how Hiromu's just like that guy now. He's just literally that guy. And they're also surprised the fact that this happened to them because they had one of those coincidental power things that end up happening to them.
Mm-hmm.
Because Yoga's some schoolgirl, Ryu's just like some older guy, and Jin apparently smells like shit. I'm not kidding. Apparently he works with like manure at some zoo. But Jay is still Jay.
Yeah, of course he is. He's the one who doesn't change.
He doesn't change along with Nick. So Jay is being the most hilarious character in this.
The suits are a little bit different.
They get white outlines around the eyes along with like teeth on them.
Yeah, they're more animal focused.
Yeah. And we end up getting a couple other rangers.
Yeah, a pink and a black and a green.
Green hippopotamus. Who was apparently like the guy who plays them is the actor, the suit actor for Red Buster.
Mm-hmm.
And then he dies like halfway through, and the commander ends up becoming Black Puma.
Yep. Who goes back to having a scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, they give him a scarf and just a straight up black recolor Red Buster's outfit.
Yep.
And then Pink Cat is still there, but no one cares about her. So
exactly.
But apparently she's that Hiromu's sister instead of just a random person this time around.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, they all end up getting killed by the same person who killed the original Go Busters. So they all end up dying again. Jay is still the next person because there's only been like a million or so people who have died since that time. So Jay is still the one who died right before Nick. So Jay is still behind that velvet rope.
Yeah.
And Incher's like, "Why are you back here?" And so they end up. He originally gave him a wish, and that's how the whole Dobutsu Sentai thing happens. He gives him another wish just to get him out of there. And so this time they end up combining both the Go Busters, like the original Go Busters and the Dobutsu Sentai one, and they finally beat this person who came down and killed them all originally. But the other timeline ends up getting erased because of this, so the Dobutsu one never ends up existing.
Yep.
I like this movie. It's a fun movie. And I think it's so fun just because of the fact that this is our... even though we end up getting another one a couple years later, the Dobutsu Sentai team is much more personable. And I think that's the thing that helps them. And I was just like, why did we not get this show? I would have killed for this show. And I remember a lot of people, when this came out, a lot of people were talking about, we should have gotten this as the show. Also, for some reason, the commander from that universe has a Hitler mustache. Why? I don't know. But it's funny. Yeah.
Because making fun of Nazis is funny.
That's really all I gotta say for this one, though. I like this movie. I can honestly say that I like the versus Dobutsu Sentai Go Busters one. Mm-hmm. I think it's just a fun little experiment that they got to do with. Like, this is our first Animal Sentai.
That's a really good way to put it. Fun little experiment.
Yeah.
That's what I would say this is.
And then they ended up doing, a couple years later, Dobutsu Sentai.
Because I don't think if this was the show that we got, I think that comedy would have worn thin real fast.
I mean, they ended up having some serious moments. I mean, they had a couple, like, they would skip around episodes in it. So it was like they would show Green showing up, and then, like, a couple of minutes later, they would show him dying because they skipped a couple of episodes ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I feel like that style of comedy really works best in a movie setting. Because in a series setting, they're going to have to keep coming up with things like that, and either it's going to fall flat or it's going to get old.
It's like you got to have a good way to balance, or like the jokes always have to be new or told in a different way, like they did in Car Ranger,
or just funny.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this would have worked if it was the series that we got.
Oh no, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have at all.
So yeah,
I think
it could.
Never say never. It could have.
It could have, because
I don't trust at this point in time. I do not trust Toei to make that work.
Yeah, we did get what came next.
So I think this was as you just put it, a fun little experiment.
It was definitely an enjoyable one though, because I just really liked the Dobutsu team. I thought they were funny. I thought they were charming, and that's what you really need for something like this.
Yeah.
And I love what they did with Jin, where he's still like the main guy, and apparently he is the leader of the team, but he legitimately smells like manure. But yeah, that's really it for this.
There's really not a lot to say about these movies because they're mostly forgettable.
Yep.
Especially that versus one.
God.
That's bad, and we're going to get it again next year.
Fuck.
We legitimately get the same thing.
There were a couple of things about the Kyoryuger one that I remember, such as the
nostalgia factor.
I was just gonna say the other dinosaurs showing up. That was kind of cool.
But yeah,
and the evil Kyoryugers.
God, it was bad. Let us know what you think about these in the comments below.
Yeah, please do.
Let us know what you think about Kyoryuger. We can use that. We can use that in that review as well.
No. Let us know what you think about Wizard.
Oh, that too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be the main thing here. So let us know what you think about Wizard because that's the next show we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, don't forget to join us on all the things.
All the things. Join it.
And we'll see you on episode
79.
79.
We'll keep track this time. I promise.
Bye, everybody.
No, we
Bye.
won't. Bye.